Down at the end of the day, if you drink alcohol and you want to help your health, drinking less is better than drinking more. How low you need to go, so there's some play in that, but I can absolutely tell you that what is the most consistent finding in the literature that's been there for decades is that, when it comes to longevity, less alcohol is the way to go.
We did a show a while back on the social benefits of drinking. It was called The Case for Drinking.
Human civilization requires people to cooperate. And there's a line of thinking that, alcohol may have helped us to do that. It sort of socially disinhibits us just enough to sort of cooperate. In a way, it may be similar to what religion did for early humans. I mean, essentially, just as early religions gave people something to rally around, alcohol may have played a pretty similar function.
Did your study take into account any of those factors, or is that sort of a different question for you guys?
First of all, there are, and we acknowledge this in the report, there are many reasons why people choose to drink or not to drink. Our report is primarily focused on health. For some people, drinking alcohol has some of those kind of social benefits. Again, typically at really relatively low levels. You also have to remember that also alcohol is the leading preventable cause of intellectual disability in children.
Alcohol causes blackout. People often don't remember what they did in a state of intoxication. The dangers of that are enormous. We see domestic violence, abuse, rape, neglect occur in the context of alcohol.
So, if we want to get into the social aspects, good and bad, of alcohol, we should consider the full spectrum of them. And again, I think in terms of the social benefits, those are happening more at the lower, aspects of consumption. You didn't try to quantify those benefits, but again, I think when you increase consumption, the number of harmful social consequences increases and the beneficial ones start to decrease. So when people are deciding, how much they want to drink, they're going to be thinking about a bunch of different stuff. And we just want to have good, credible information on the health aspects and let people kind of put that into the mix.
Can I ask you about loneliness before we go?
Sure.
Because there's like a loneliness pandemic. You've surely heard of it. Loneliness is deadly in its own way. It seems to be spiking across the Western world. And I wonder if there's like a competing phenomena here that, people are maybe drinking less and thus they're more lonely because they're socializing less and they're not leaving the house. Do you think there's any relation between alcohol consumption and loneliness? I know you just listed a host of things that are negative associations with alcohol. Is loneliness a byproduct of people drinking less?
Well, that's an interesting way of thinking about it. I guess I'll